What is up, YouTube? I am back here with another video, and it's your boy OTJ Trades. And on this video, I'm going to be talking about when you should be trading and what session you should be trading, and how to know if there's any volume in the market, and if you should be trading with volume or without volume. All right, so let's get started. All right, first things first. Okay, whenever you look at TradingView, you want to know what session you're going to be trading. Okay, we have London session, we have Asian session, and we trade New York session. All right, so me, I live in the US, so I am trading New York session. All right, but if you, let's say you're in the UK or somewhere, right, you should be trading London session. Or if you're over there by, let's say you're in China, Japan, whatever, you trade Asian session. Okay, so you should be sticking to your own session. All right, so if you're from the US, trade New York. There's 3 different types of sessions. All right, so in order for you to find out which session you're on, all right, first things first, you're gonna go right here through settings. Okay, and then you're gonna click inputs, and you're gonna click all of these on. All right, you're gonna click all of these on. Okay, so London session, London kill zone, Tokyo session, Tokyo kill zone, New York session, New York kill zone. All right, and then it should automatically give you some some default colors. All right, and then you're gonna click the little eye. Okay, and then boom, right there. So this right here, this red session, all right, for you to know how is this Asian session or London session or New York. All right, so you're gonna go to London kill zone, London session. Those 2 are on. Okay, those 2 are on. All right, so London session, Tokyo session, Tokyo kill zone. All right, and then if you want to find out, right, you just want to take these off. All right, and which one is left? Only this one right here. So this is Asian session. Asian session is from 7 p.m. all the way to 3 in the morning. Okay, and then let's put London session. London is from 2 in the morning, right? It says all the way to 11 in the morning. Okay, now let's do New York. New York is all the way from 7 in the morning all the way to 5. No, it is not all the way to 5. Yes, it is all the way till 3. Okay, so that is going to be New York session. All right, so other than that, you can have them on your session only on, right? But if you want to find out if, like, in order for you to not to get confused, just have them all on, and you can always take them off, and you can always have them viewed. So, right, you can always take it off with the little eye and things like that. Okay, and now for the volume part. Okay, for the volume part, what is the difference between here and right here? What is this difference right here? Okay, this right here, there's no volume. And if you're asking, like, how do I know if there's no volume? Because look at these little candles barely moving. It's basically consolidating its way down. All right, so let's say if you guys would have entered this without volume, let's say you were going for buys because you thought the market was going to go up, right? Because it's consolidating little by little to the upside, right? And then all of a sudden something came and just stopped you out. All right, that's why you shouldn't be trading without volume. Okay, you should be trading this right here with volume. You see these big diddy candles? That is basically how do you find out if there's volume. Okay, there is no volume, right, whenever there is no session going on. Okay, so like I said, turn on your kill zones. Right here, right, it says there is a session, right, but after, okay, New York session mostly hits from 8:30 when market opens, okay, all the way to 11. After 11, market just dies down and doesn't go anywhere. All right, so you have to find out what time you should be trading. Okay, but other than that, yeah, you see these little candles, and then the difference between these big candles, That is the difference. Even here, even though it's so choppy, there is volume in here. Instead of like looking at this, it's consolidating its way up, then consolidating its way down, and then consolidating its way up. You see the difference between this and then this? All right, these are big candles. This is where volume is at. That's where you should be trading, where there's volume. Okay. And then I also wanted to talk about if you should be trading with volume or without volume. All right. The obvious answer is to trade with volume. Okay, you don't want to trade without volume because why? Like I said, right, you could be in for a buy, consolidate, it started consolidating its way up, you might be in profit, yes, but then you see this big diddy candle just stop you out. All right, that's the point. You should only trade at your only session, and you should only trade when there's volume, right? And all volume hits when your session is going on, right? It hits in London session, it hits in Asian session, and it also hits in New York session. They all hit in every single session, right? But the only reason that I'm telling you that you should be trading only New York session, because that's where like basically your session is from, right? If you're in the US, you're not gonna be going on and trading London at 2 in the fucking morning, okay? You're not gonna be able to do that. Why? You need to go to sleep, right? Things like that, okay? I know some people that do trade Asian session. Why? Because it's late at night. But other than that, I prefer New York session. Why? Because it's in the morning. It's basically you have your own time to be able to trade instead of midnight waiting and waking up or like staying up for a trade and things like that. So no, if you're from the US, I say trade New York session. If you're from London or from the UK and other things like that, then you should trade London session. And if you're from Japan and wherever, right, you should be trading Asian session, right? But other than that, I just wanted to talk to you guys about this video. And then yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and also make sure you guys join the Discord. It's free, and if you guys want to purchase a premium, then absolutely that's fine. I'll be doing trade recaps. I won't be live trading until I buy my new PC, but other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.